Moms are human beings too. God forbid a mom decides to rest.
Every time I get my eyebrows done, I just feel like a brand new person. I will say they are thinner than what I would normally get, but I don't mind them. I don't mind them too much. I'm just glad that I got them tamed. I am feeling good. I woke up this morning feeling so good, so refreshed. Baby girl decided to sleep through the whole night for the very first time. And me, when I get enough sleep, I'm just a different person. I can't explain to you like how good it feels to just be able to sleep through the night. Like for the first time in months. Also, like when I went to get my eyebrows done, the person that was doing my eyebrows, she's a mom, so we were talking about mom stuff, and it was just really good to like connect and have that conversation with someone who is a mom who just gets it. I feel like you can sympathize, you can understand to the best of abilities, but like having a conversation with a mom about mom stuff just hits different.
No matter how many times I do that workout, like it's getting easier, but I still feel like I'm out of breath. But today was a little hard, I'm not gonna lie to you, which made me want to do it even more, like work out even more. I pushed myself, I slacked off a little bit at the end, but working out at 60% is better than not working out at all. Right now, I am about to paint my toenails because they're looking a little, they just look like they're struggling. But I worked out this morning. I feel pretty good. I was having a little bit of a rough morning and I was like, you know what? Let me do something for myself. Let me take the time to just like work out, have a quiet moment. Dan was out with Irina and I just wanted to just be by myself, sit in my thoughts and relax a little bit. Something that I have struggled with in general is just doing stuff for myself. Even before becoming a mom, like I would struggle with doing stuff for myself, buying things for myself. I would just feel so guilty, you know? By the way, I am painting my toenails white and I love using OPI. So I'm using OPI Infinite Shine 2 in the color Alpine Snow, and this is like the gel one. I don't know, for some reason it just lasts a very long time on my nails, and I swear by OPI's like gel line. I love it so much. Growing up, I never saw my mom look after herself. Like, I mean, of course she would like, you know, she would always look right, she would always look, you know, put together, but I'm talking about in the sense of I never saw her like pamper herself. The most I've seen her do is maybe deep condition her hair every once in a while and like work out. But other than that, I never saw her like shop for herself or buy something that she truly loved or truly wanted purely for her own happiness. I never saw her go to the salon, get her hair done. Not the family group chat popping off. I just never saw her, you know, do anything for herself. And since I grew up seeing that, I often, you know, would feel guilty as an adult just buying stuff for myself, whether it be clothes, even if I needed these things. Like if it wasn't like related to like bills or things like that, or paying the rent or mortgage, like I would feel guilty because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm spending 50 bucks on this shirt that I really, really love and, you know, want, but that's like a bill, you know, or that's like gas, or that's like something I could use towards groceries. And that's always been my frame of like that would always be my thought whenever I would want to buy something. It's so unhealthy, number one, and it just has made me unhappy. And so I think with becoming a mom, I started to realize like there are certain habits again that I'm really trying to right and to get rid of, because I would not want Irina to be affected by my bad habits or my past traumas, because she doesn't deserve that. I have really been in this mode where I obviously have my priorities in order, you know, my child comes first, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't take care of myself. It doesn't mean that I don't matter. And I think as moms, I think as women in society, we oftentimes tend to look after our children, our families, and the household like first, and we always come last. And it's like this thing where, oh my God, you know, moms should be selfless and just do everything and give everything for everybody else. But like, who is looking after you? Who is loving you? Who is taking care of you? And of course, ideally your partner should be, you know, loving you and taking care of you. However, it is not Dan's job to make sure I am 100% happy. I should be able to make myself happy. I should be able to love myself. And of course there are days where like I don't love myself as much and Dan will encourage me and be there for me, but in the bigger picture, like I should be the one that says, you know what, like I think today I am just going to do something that makes me feel good. Like it should be something that's already in my routine. It's something that I should be doing for me. When we had Irina, I was following, you know, old patterns of like, well, instead of me buying a pair of jeans that fit, because you know this butt is just even juicier now after having Irina, I can't fit into my old jeans anymore. I would think like, oh my God, like 70 bucks for a pair of jeans, like that's like a box of diapers. That could be like toys for her. That $70 could go towards Irina. But like, girl, you need pants to wear. What are you gonna walk around pantsless or wearing the same thing every day? Like that's not okay. And if it's not breaking your bank, it's like not a huge issue. And it's not like, you know, I'm spending money day in and day out on myself. However, when I started falling back on these old patterns, I realized I was repeating a cycle of what my mom, you know, went through. And it's like, I wish growing up that I saw her take care of herself more, because I am now repeating a cycle of not showing myself the love that I deserve. And side note, there's a difference between showing yourself love and caring for yourself and being completely irresponsible. I'm not talking about the latter. I'm talking about like, I wish I saw her, you know, treat herself every once in a while, or go out with friends, you know, get dressed up or do something that made her happy, because then growing up, I would know that that's okay. And now that I'm older and I'm a mother, I am trying to be more intuitive and more intentional about caring for myself. You know, just me getting my braids done, me getting my eyebrows done, doing a face mask, painting my nails, shopping for myself, journaling in the morning, having coffee, tea, and just, you know, stretching and really taking care of myself. Like, these are things that I want Irina to see growing up. And I want her to know, like, she should make herself happy. She should do things that bring her joy. It makes her a happier, healthier person. And I feel like those acts of self-love translates into the relationships you have with people, whether it's relationships, friendships, and most importantly, it translates to the relationship that you have with yourself. Like, I cannot tell you how great it feels to look at myself in the mirror and be like, oh my god, like, I got my eyebrows done and I feel so sexy to myself. I worked out this morning and got my ass kicked by MadFit on YouTube again. But it feels so good to give that to myself, to sweat, to take care of my body, to honor myself, and I deserve that. And again, I feel like in society, God forbid, a mom decides to rest. God forbid a mom decides to take care of herself. Because again, moms are supposed to be this selfless creature who just gives and sacrifices herself for people. But sometimes people tend to forget that moms are human beings too. And we are deserving of love and we're deserving of care, because when we go without that, we are a shell of a human being and ultimately living a life where we're living for other people. And I'm not saying, again, to not have your priorities straight, to not take care of your family or stuff like that, but in order to take care of your family in a healthy way, in order to live a happy, healthy life, you also have to take care of yourself. And I'm not saying you should take care of yourself just for the sake of your family, but that's also another way I think people should look at it. Like, when you've already given your body, when you've already given your emotions, your souls, your mental state of carrying a child and then birthing that child and then caring for that child with your body, like, there's no way that you do not deserve to be cared for, to be loved by yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm rambling, I don't know if I'm making sense, but if you're a mom out there and you're feeling guilty about taking care of yourself, or if the world is making you feel that way, first of all, excuse my French, but tell them to fuck off. And also, you gave life and you are taking care of that life. You deserve all the love in this world. It was my choice to become a mother, and I want to enjoy her, enjoy this life, and enjoy this process, but it doesn't have to be at the expense of myself. If no one has told you today, you are deserving of love, light, happiness, and all of that. I have not painted my toenails in a while and it shows. Also, does anyone struggle with growing their pinky toenail? Because that's been my struggle and insecurity. I will say my pinky toenail is just not thriving.